Hi, so I thought I'd check back in. It's been just shy of a week since the first, first video talking about any Xbox 360 development. I had half a day on Sunday of work and most of today, Friday. It's 3:30 Saturday morning, so it's Friday night, and it's been just over 2 full days of work, and surprisingly there's already visual stuff to demo, so I'm going to show you guys a little bit of what I've done so far and how surprisingly easy XNA made it all for me. The XNA Studio and Visual Studio, I was really impressed with that. I haven't even used C# before, which if you know C or Java, or better both of them, it's kind of somewhere in the middle there. The XNA Studio, XNA Game Studio plugin for, I think it's a plugin for Visual Studio, is pretty seamless with Visual Studio itself. So you can just jump right in. The website for XNA was amazingly easy to navigate, and they even had not just tutorials, but they had demo apps. Like they would give you an entire puzzle game or an entire platformer or 3D robot shooter, and you can just work from there. So those are that's amazing to just give game developers, and I think that's pretty game-changing. I would imagine there's just going to be a ton more games coming out for XBLA now that there's simple systems like this. Don't want to ramble too long. I'll show you the demo. First, I'll show you the game Marblets, which is it's the block drop. Well, it's not exactly a block drop game. It's a puzzle game, kind of like Bubble Breaker, that comes with cell phones. And as my first XNA experiment, I want to move that over to something very similar to Super Puzzle Fighter, or what's that called? Pirates. I don't know, some other puzzle game. Name will come to me later. I'm going to show you what the game was and then what I've turned it into in the last couple days. Let's go. Alright. I hope you can still hear the audio, but this is Marblets in its original form. Oh my gosh. Alright. Yeah. Clearly I don't have video editing software yet, otherwise I would have cut that out for you. We'll get to that later. So Marblets right now, or originally, was just this game where you select like colored blobs, and you get, or marbles in this case. They will be blobs in our upcoming game, and you can get rid of them. And as you'll see, the game shrinks kind of towards the bottom right. The game that I want to turn this into as a first experiment in a block drop game is going to have pieces that fall down. Let's see if we can get. Alright. It's going to have pieces that fall down from the top of the screen like Tetris, and you place them. So several changes had to be made, and we will see if we can get this run. And the first of which obviously is the gravity can't go down and to the right, it has to go straight down. And although the game will eventually start with a blank board, just to test the way gravity works and some of the other changes, I made the board full. And what other changes did I make? I fixed a bug. They had a sound bug in Marblets. It's on the forums now. You check it out. If you break 10 or more marbles at once, it's supposed to play a special bonus sound, and it wasn't doing that. So I changed that. I changed the gravity to go straight down, and I made a concept of a big blob, because I'm turning the marbles into blobs. And you'll see what that is in a second here. So this is what we've changed it into. You'll notice the art is almost completely the same, because I just am not changing that yet. Not worth the effort. Alright. There we go. I also added, kind of to help me with debugging, I can press the Y key to just give myself a new game. There we go. You'll notice these squares around here are kind of a new concept. So that's when 4 spaces of the same color are near each other. They coagulate into a bigger piece. And gravity on those is somewhat more interesting. Let's see if I can show you. Since they're stuck together, they can be supported by other objects as one unit, so it'll kind of float. But then, if the whole thing goes down, it will decrease. And then I'll give you some good tunnel action for the transition. There we go. Alright. Got you back. Alright, so that's it for the first week of work on the thing, and that's surprisingly good for the first week. I mean, usually you spend that time setting up your game loops and learning how to use the gaming library, but thanks to the very helpful demo code from XNA on their site, the XNA Creators Club, we got really far. And I have a feeling I'm rambling because it's late, so I'm just going to cut it short, and I will see you next time.